The most powerful man in boxing is now fighting battles on 3 different sides, and he has finally decided to respond. Usually, the executives behind the scenes stay quiet while fighters handle the drama. But this time is different. WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman is facing heavy pressure. The world's top pound-for-pound fighter is calling him out online, a major business executive has labeled him a beggar, and millions of fans are accusing him of favoritism and unfair control. Instead of staying silent, Sulaiman has gone on the attack, calling the criticism silly and using strange examples, like expensive lobster dinners, to explain how boxing money is spent.
It is very unfortunate everything is being shaped into the money aspect. I do not wish to talk anything about Bud Crawford. He's a champion, I respect them. The only reason for existence of the WBC are the fighters. However, he did not comply with the rules.
It's rare to see boxing's old leadership look this shaken. For many years, the sanctioning organizations controlled the sport without challenge. But now that control is slipping. The system is being questioned as greed, ego clashes, and powerful companies push for change. Today, we explain why so many people are upset with Mauricio Sulaiman, the ongoing low-level feud that has him angry, and why he believes a simple cheeseburger comparison explains the entire controversy.
He's saying that he stripped Terence Crawford of their WBC belt. The belt that he won in September, right? You know, this happens all the time. This is the same. I think this happened before, right? As soon as he win a belt or whatever, they take it, right? So, of course, we know Crawford is not a true super middleweight. He's not going to campaign there. So I do get it, I understand. But what got me was this. Mauricio Sulaiman spoke about the sanctioning fees. He said, look, man, he didn't pay us the money. He's supposed to pay us. He made $50 million his last fight. Mauricio Sulaiman, that's what you said. And, of course, I already knew that. He made $50 million, and he didn't pay us the 3%. But you said that, you know, we normally charge more, but we're not going to charge him the regular 3% that we normally charge. We were going to charge him less, and he didn't pay you, so he took your belt. Well, you know, you can have your belt. As Floyd Mayweather once said, belts mean nothing. Tank Davis said that, you know, again, I'm quoting Tank and Floyd, you know, belts don't mean anything. You can have your belts. The ring belt is the belt anyway. That's the real belt. That was the belt that was around before WBC, IBF, WBA, or WBO. That's the real belt. You dig? That's the one that Rocky Balboa had in his movie.
It all began with a championship belt and a massive bill. After Terence Crawford defeated Errol Spence Jr. and later moved up to 154 pounds to face Israil Madrimov, he expected new titles, not financial demands. Instead, the WBC stripped Crawford of his belt. The reason was not a loss or a failed test, it was money. The WBC asked for a sanctioning fee reported to be close to $300,000. For Crawford, who risks his life every time he enters the ring, that demand felt disrespectful and unreasonable.
You know, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? They ain't gonna tell me, I ain't even apologize. Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self and paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. The fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway.
Crawford did not stay quiet. He went straight to social media, telling Sulaiman to slap himself and questioning why he should pay the cost of a luxury house just to wear a championship belt. Sulaiman fired back, saying Crawford never apologized and ignored all attempts to talk things out. This became a clash of viewpoints. Crawford believes fighters create the value, while the organization believes it provides the prestige. Sulaiman insists the rules are clear: if you want the belt, you pay the fee. But when that fee is more than what most people earn in many years, those rules feel unfair to many fans.
Not you. You ain't stepping your motherfucking ass in that ring. You or nobody else. You or nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see it irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite. Him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, you know, and guess who gotta pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime.
So where does all that money actually go? This is where the explanation gets strange. Trying to justify the high fees, Sulaiman used an example made popular by promoter Eddie Hearn. He compared boxing to fine dining. His point was that if you order lobster and champagne, you should not expect a fast food bill. To him, the WBC is a premium product that costs more. He says the money helps fund medical research, anti-doping programs, and life insurance for retired fighters. While that sounds good on paper, critics argue that sanctioning bodies don't promote fights, sell tickets, or take punches, yet still demand huge payments. In this case, fans say the analogy fails because the fighter is not the customer, the fighter is the entire product.
The penny that comes into the WBC goes back to boxing. We have employees all around the world. We have operations. Every fighter who steps into the ring has a life insurance provided by the WBC, medical insurance provided by the WBC. We have the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, the WBC Cares Foundation. We bring boxers as a unity around the world, regardless if you're amateur, if you are a current professional fighter, if you're a champion or a superstar, but most importantly, when you retire.
Beyond money, accusations of favoritism have grown even louder. For years, fans have believed that the WBC changes its rules to protect its biggest star, Canelo Alvarez. The main issue centers on David Benavidez, a dangerous mandatory challenger who waited nearly 2 years for a title shot that never happened.
For Canelo to fight you next if you win this. So if you do win, would you force the WBC to strip Canelo if he doesn't fight you?
We would have to see. You know, I think I want to fight Canelo, you know, just to prove myself that I'm the best at 168. But if he doesn't want to fight, then of course that's the route we'll go. I mean, I've been mandatory for the past 2 fights, so I mean it's my turn to fight for the title. But first things first, we're taking care of.
Critics argue that Sulaiman allowed Canelo to keep the belt while avoiding his toughest challenge. Sulaiman strongly denies this. He says no rule was broken.
That these things aren't really about money. When we look back at a guy like Canelo Alvarez, who was mandated to fight David Benavidez on several occasions, he didn't.
That's inaccurate.
He didn't fight him for one reason or another.
No. Canelo was never mandated. When he had to fight Benavidez decided to move up to light heavyweight. There is a huge discrepancy between what a media or a fan wants to see and the actual, and you can look back at all reports. I'll be happy to share with you. Benavidez won the right as a final elimination to fight Canelo, and he was supposed to fight in March, I think last year. I don't know about the time.
But Benavidez had been in the shoot to fight Canelo Alvarez for several years, not just for some small amount of time.
But not in the legal formality of an ordered fight. There's 2 types of fights in championship boxing. A voluntary, which the champion has 1 year to choose who he fights within the ranked fighters and the mandatory. You cannot be mandatory unless you are formally notified you are the mandatory challenger. We notified Benavidez he was a mandatory for the year period. And that fight, everybody wanted to see. I still want to see Benavidez Canelo.
Okay, but within that year's period, though, a lot of fight fans, a lot of pundits were critical of you of not stripping Canelo Alvarez as quickly as the Terence Crawford stripping over a span of 2 fights. For whatever reason, if it wasn't about the money.
No, it's a completely different case and scenario. We stripped Canelo when he didn't fight Golovkin. 2017. When we ordered Canelo to fight Golovkin, he said no.
As if that wasn't enough, Sulaiman is also clashing with powerful executives. A new feud has started between him and Nick Khan, a top executive at TKO, the company that owns UFC and WWE. Khan has criticized boxing, calling the system broken and corrupt. He even claimed that during talks for a Canelo vs. Crawford fight, Sulaiman cared more about luxury seats and special access than helping the sport. Sulaiman responded angrily, brushing off the comments as low-class attacks. This fight goes beyond personal insults. Companies like TKO represent a future where boxing may no longer need sanctioning bodies at all, similar to how the UFC controls its titles. By attacking Khan, Sulaiman is defending a system that may soon be under serious threat. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. What's in the comments, we read them all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.